and I'm pregnant. Like, right up to the due date pregnant. So this is hot. Okay. Hi everybody, Katie here from Live It Well Nutrition, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. While you're here, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you do, because this video in particular, I am celebrating my 100 follower milestone for YouTube, and I'm at 111 right now. Yes, I count every single one of you. I don't always know who you are, but I'm very happy nonetheless to have more people in this Live It Well Nutrition tribe. So stick around. I do mommy videos, nutrition videos, because I'm a holistic nutritionist, and natural living, recipes, things like that. So stick around if you like videos like that. To celebrate, I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I'm getting more personal with you guys and answering some of the questions that I get asked often by nutrition students and from fellow nutritionists, moms, and so I put it on my Instagram stories. You can find me at Live It Well Nutrition, and let's just get into some of these questions. So, what got you started and interested in nutrition? I was always interested in nutrition, actually. I didn't grow up with the best nutrition. I grew up on a farm with a big family, 2 working parents, and so sometimes nutrition fell on the back burner a little bit there. Not all the time, but a bit. And so I was struggling to make this connection. I was always very active, but never really achieving the aesthetic look that I wanted to achieve. And so that kind of started to pique my interest. And then in my early 20s, when I was dating my now husband, I had a lot of embarrassing symptoms related to nutrition. I had a lot of acne, a lot of bloating after meals. I'm pregnant now. You may not see it, but I'm pregnant now, and when I was in my early 20s, I would look pregnant after a meal. So, so a few days out, but yeah. That was an embarrassing symptom that I started to seek answers for. I started to cut out food, and that's when I really made the connections between nutrition and my health, because my health got better when I started to cut out certain foods and eat healthier. How did you choose your business name? I was actually driving home from nutrition school, and there was a song playing on the radio. Now, I considered multiple things when choosing my business name. I knew that I did not want it to be my name, because that's very limiting. If I ever wanted to expand my business or hire more nutritionists, I wanted it to be the name of a company, not just a person behind the company. And so I remember one of the names was Holla Tribe, because it's holistic, and I wanted to create this community, this tribe. But I wasn't really sure about that. And then this song came on by a band called, I think, Switchfoot, and it's called Live It Well. And it just totally encompassed how I want sort of the framework of my business mentality to be, which is that you only have one life. You got to live it well. And so I knew right then in the car, this is the song. Okay, next question. Why did you choose CSNN? That's a school I went to. And did you like it? Okay, so I chose CSNN, Canadian School of Natural Nutrition, basically because of its proximity to my work and the hours of the night class. So I was working in an elementary school a few blocks down from CSNN, and I was able to get there after my shift, and it was perfectly coordinated. Class would start, I think it was half an hour after my shift at work ended. And so I had looked at a bunch of different schools. They all seemed really great, but just because of the logistics of CSNN is kind of why I chose it, to be honest. Did I like it? I did like it. I went to the fast-paced program, and then midway through I changed into a slower paced program just so that I could like read the books 3 times over, extra books, things like that. I was working at the time, and it is a heavy course load, and so I really was the type of student to read not only the required chapters, but the entire book that those required texts were in, and highlight it and read it 3 more times, and then buy more books and read those and highlight those. So I put a lot of the studying part and the research part behind the education. And so for that reason, I wanted to slow down and go into a slower paced program that enabled me to do all of that. Next question. Have you ever had a bad client experience? No, I have not had a bad client experience. If anything, I think that there was a learning curve, and I am still a new company, but I have met with people who are wonderful people, and it was more of an inexperience on my part, which was learning to get that person into being my client. And I remember sometimes investing my time into meeting with people and being so passionate about what I know, and then questions would evolve in this meeting, this informal meeting, and I would answer their questions, which is really what I have to sell, because I'm not selling you a tangible object. I'm selling my knowledge and my ability to help you with your health. And so, if anything, a negative experience, which I had to learn from, was how to stop that interaction and giving away my value, so to speak, for free, because it's so fun and easy to help people when they ask you casual questions. But no, that would not evolve into me having a client at the time, because I just helped them for free, but also not having a negative client experience. All of my client experiences have been very, very positive. So that's very good. But there was a learning curve to getting there. How do you balance being a work-at-home mom? There's a lot of meltdowns sometimes, or at least there were in the beginning, and it is a constant struggle. I think any mom who's working from home or working in general will tell you that doing both is doing a lot. And initially, when I was starting my company and doing all of the behind the scenes kind of building of the forms and the website and all those little things that you don't really think about when you think about starting a business, they have to get done. And you also have to upkeep other things and having clients and things like that. And so what really helped me was, and how I balance it, is having a schedule. Before, when I didn't have a schedule, it was like every time I had 5 minutes to spare, I would want to work on my business. And if I didn't get that time, I would be frustrated, or it was very difficult in my personal life because people in my personal life, my husband included, couldn't predict what it would be like when he came home, or what I had planned, or what I needed to do. And so now there's the daytime when I'm with my son and guilt-free just being a mom, and then I have certain times in the evenings when my husband comes home, and some of those evenings I'm working, and some of those evenings I'm just spending with the family. But creating those expectations right off the bat and having a schedule was a game changer. So if you're a mom working out there, make a schedule, stick to it. Other people can predict what their day is going to look like when they come home, and all the rest. So it was definitely a positive shift when I did that. Are you vegan? No, but I was for about 6 years when I was talking about getting better health, when I was having all of those like acne problems and energy problems and digestion problems. I started cutting things out, which eventually led to me being vegan for about 6 years. However, when I got pregnant with my son Diego, I was in nutrition school, and so I learned that yes, it's possible and very good to be vegan. It's a plant-based diet. It's not bad unless you're eating vegan Oreos all day and that's all. But although it's possible to have synthetic vitamins like B12 that you can usually only find in animal product, There's a lot of benefit in eating things like bone broth, which I do. I eat bone broth, eggs, what else do I eat? Bone broth, eggs, and fish, mostly wild salmon. And that would be the extent. I don't eat dairy, I don't eat like physical meat, and that's just a preference of mine. But yeah, I think that's the extent of it. Not vegan anymore. What was your biggest challenge to start your business? I would say getting clients. I think that's really hard because your business is brand new. And I was a mom with a young one, so I felt that it was difficult to get out there and really promote my business in the way that I wanted to anyway. But I would take Diego and I would put him in the stroller and I would go to conventions and like seminars and these big, I don't know, kiosk type meetings, conventions. And so I did get out there, but it's a process, right? It's a slow process to get people aware that your business even exists. And so that was one big obstacle that I feel like a lot of people probably experience and have to kind of find what works for them, because something different works for everybody. Sometimes it's social media for people to get clients, although not everybody who follows you is going to become your client. Sometimes, you know, it's going to be somebody that you meet in a personal interaction, which is how I found was the best means of interaction and spreading the word of my business is referrals, which I get, and personal interactions. What keeps you motivated? Okay, so I feel like I have this passion for nutrition and this passion for natural health. But I also have all this knowledge now. I've gone to school, I've done the research, and I'm holding this all inside of me. So it's almost like I feel very prompted to help other people when I can, because I have seen the connection with myself and I have experienced the shift in vitality and thriving in life with my own health, that I want to do that for more people. And now at this point in my business, Live It Well Nutrition is like a year old, I want to say. It's young. It's a young company. But I also had my son. My son is 17 months, almost 18 months old now. And I traded moments where I chose to work and put into this business. I traded his first time swimming, certain times just at the beach or the walk in the forest. And at this point now, I didn't trade those moments for nothing. If I were to give up and withhold this information, or say just help family and friends for no charge and not have a company at all, then that's one thing. But if I don't follow through with this vision that I have for myself and my career, I would also be just trading those moments for nothing, because that's just not okay with me. And so that definitely keeps me motivated, that this is something that I believe in, my family believes in, I have the support of my husband, my child will understand that I'm working a lot of mom's work, and so that definitely keeps me motivated. The end vision that I have, and just building on what I've already put into it. Okay, last question. Are you planning to take a break once giving birth? And no. No, I have a very good schedule now, and I plan on giving one-on-one time with my son and having those precious moments with my new daughter, but I am definitely not going to stop working. I may slow down a little bit, but I will still be on YouTube and I will still be seeing clients, and I feel like I've really gained a momentum and a certain rhythm that I'm really enjoying. And so I am not, I'm not planning on taking a break. So I will see you around. But those are the questions. Those are the questions that you guys asked and I'm answering, and I hope that you liked it. I really hope that you do. Again, we're at 111, so if you want to share this video with somebody who you think might like my channel, I'd really appreciate that. Or if you haven't become a subscriber yet and you would like to, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because I'd love to see you in my future videos. Until next time, friends, as always, live it well, because you only live once. Bye!